Still I'm chasing balloons. Still I'm chasing balloons.
Alright, so hi guys, thank you again for joining me on this live stream. Yeah, it has been a long time since the last live stream, and I'm very happy to have this contact with you again. And if you have any questions and or suggestions, please write them in the chat. I will be very happy to answer them. I hope you're hearing me well. Yeah, I'm turning the music down a bit, and I hope you guys can hear me. All right, so here I am. Yes, I have still no webcam, but maybe in future we can. I would like to have a webcam so you can see me how I am and so on. So we have even a better contact. There is small echo. Yeah, the room I'm in currently is a bit problematic. Sorry guys about that. All right. All right, yeah, the update is still not ready, I have to say, so I'm very sorry about that. It's really a lot of effort, and I would really like to have a very nice update this time with Alpha 7, which will be called Alemania, and it will be centered on Germany. And yeah, Germany will be finally playable with this next version. There will be much more features like the committees the player will be able to manually assign lawmakers to committees in the parliament. And there will also be the first basic tutorial for the people who need some help to understand how the game works. And yeah, currently I've made a new law that is party funding to get money for the party from the country, and much more features which I will now also show you. And yeah, there are many small differences. Will be like the user will see which country this safe game is playing in and the party. And no, it's not what I wanted to show, but yeah, and there will be like some descriptions about the country, which still I have now to do. And there will be the possibility to edit the parties, to change some functions and also the ideologies connected to them. And I'm still working on this. And some information about the person. And soon, I think in some weeks I will send out emails to all the Kickstarter bakers to ask which name they would like to put in the game. And I will also ask some stats, some statistics they would like to put on their player in the game. I don't know, also maybe the looks, and maybe if they want to send me a picture, and so they can have also their picture in the game if they wanted their portrait like. So, okay, so I'm just checking the chat a bit for some questions. All right. Yeah, one question is, are voting of confidence, non-confidence available? Yeah, currently not yet, but we will arrive to that point, because it's part of parliamentary democracy, and yeah, I would like to simulate that very well. So, all right. Yes, what I'm currently working on is a very nice feature, because currently, if someone, I mean, it's easy to start a war, and in the next updates, there will be a way to propose peace. So this I would like today to work on it. Let's check rules after election. All right, for example, no, it's not what I wanted. No, let's check the United States. All right. Yeah, so, damn. Anyway, I can buy the, which one is the, defense minister? All right, no, defense minister, not the foreign relations. Yeah, it's defense and foreign relations. All right, yeah, I just need to buy this guy. I need to buy this guy so I can use this action, which is proposed treaty. And when there will be a war, there will be the possibility to propose peace or to propose de-escalation. And the player will also be able to choose which dispute they want to make peace or to de-escalate, let's say. So, and there will be like a way to, yeah, to like the demand and offer like in exchange what the player can offer to this country for, and the same will be between parties, and this is the proposed agreement with a party, which will be used to create coalitions with a party, for example. Yeah, in the United States, it's not that common, of course. But yeah, so I'm still pretty much at work on the yeah, to allow Germany. There have been some map changes. Yeah, it's really a lot of effort to count. It's not just easy. Just how to say. Just yeah, the electoral system is totally different in Germany, and it will be it's a mixed system, but at first there will be not so detailed. So I'm currently adding like the option to express a preference for a candidate in a proportional system and that stuff. So so yeah, so let's see some of your questions. Yes, I would like to answer very honestly every questions you have. Also, if you have some critics, please please ask them. I would like to be open to answer them. And yeah, someone is asking if they can buy the yeah, Cristiano Abramo is asking if there is a possibility to buy in another way. Currently not, and for me it's a great effort to set up another way to make payments. So I'm sorry about that, but currently it's just available with PayPal. And then I'm not sure for how many times this will be available, because yes, I have to reorganize myself a bit, and so I'm sorry guys, but I can't currently offer another way to buy the game,
because yeah, I'm a solo developer, and it's a bit effort to open more channels. So what I suggest you is to wait until the game comes out to Steam or to other platforms, and then it will be easier to buy. um, uh, all right. Yeah, Der Pascal 99 is asking if I can show you how we will be able to form coalitions, and I'm sorry, but I'm still working about that. It's not done yet, and it will be in this menu. It will be like agreements, and you know, it's because I would like to have them very deep. For example, I would like to have agreements with conditions, like so. For example, I don't want to just have I'm asking this party, please, can you make a coalition with me? But I also would like to set some conditions, like yes, but just if you give me 3 ministers and that stuff. So it's more complicated, you know, than just asking for are you ready for a coalition or something. So I'm still figuring out the best way to do, because it's difficult to understand the best way to implement them so that the players understand how to form them. And Der Pascal asks again if we will be able to form 3 or 4-way coalitions, and I think yes. I think it doesn't matter how many parties join, but it will be, of course, it will be a bit a mess, because some parties might not be happy. If the ideologies, if the way they think is too different, then it will split up pretty fast. So, and of course, something I would like to tell you guys is that the game is still, I mean, you see, it's far from finished. There are some functions working, but it's far from be balanced to be a game, like, you know, that you feel like challenging to play. And I'm sorry about that, but I would like, how to say, to implement a debt system so that the nation can sell bonds and make like debts and such stuff, and then there will be a major rebalance after that. So I will really like to have many options. Something interesting that I will also introduce with the next update is the party rules. There will be like the statutes, the rules about the parties, and there will be defined how much the membership costs of the party, and for example, how is the minimum age to be part of this party, or what I have here, for example, let's check. Data rules. Yeah, I just put some minimum age, membership fee, or like how the party this will be the rules that regulates the party. And in future, also this rule can be changed inside the party, and there will be also primaries and this stuff, you know. So this is something I would like to add, and I think it's a nice feature to have. And every party will have maybe a bit different rules, so it depends in reality how the rules are, more like you cannot leave the party, you have to pay a penalty if you leave the party, or like a fine or something. Yeah, I don't know. So there can be many stuff. Julian Niagoi is asking if we will have agreements when Alpha 7 is released. And yes, there will be coalitions when Alpha 7 comes out. So I'm just figuring still out the best way to present it to the player. So the best way to, because there will be like, yeah, like here I'm demanding that you support me in a coalition, like, and I offer you to support as well, to give you like 2 ministers, like in the government of 8 ministers or something like that. Then this depends if the party feels like has more voters, then they feel that they want more seats, let's say, or maybe you can also promise to vote them like as a president of, how to say, as a chairman of the parliament,
or such stuff, and this I would like to regulate very well, because yeah, I would like to create a nice game, and so I have to enter a bit the details, and I would like to present them well to the players. And I'm also changing currently a bit how, for example, on election, how people are, how candidates are assigned, to make it more easy to assign to a constituency, to assign candidates to a constituency. I mean, these things needs to become better, I think, you know, so that the player can play, yeah, to have fun to play. I mean, not that it's a chore, let's say, you know. So I'm really thinking a lot about that stuff. All right, so I'm just checking. Yeah, regional parties will be as well in the game, and they will be just, yeah, 'cause I don't know exactly now currently how this will work. Probably we are not ready yet with the Alpha 7 update, but yeah, sometimes in the future there will be, I don't know, a proper way to play with just a regional party. So, exactly. So here there will be a different system to add. So this I'm improving this. This is what I mean. I'm improving the way to add candidates, and it's interesting because there will be also votes of preference. So every candidate will get also like personal votes in a proportional election system, and so this will then determine which candidate enters parliament and which not. And it's, you know, guys, it's always a bit complex, because what happens if a person dies, or a person then the next person needs to enter, the next voted person needs to enter in the same position in the parliament, and so on. But really, I think here the potential is really, really great, and there are so many cool stuff I still want to do for the game. I'm still planning here. I didn't plant the seeds yet for Germany, so, and the government shape, I mean the parliament shape, maybe I will do the parliament shape a little different, like, I don't know, to, yeah, like more, yeah, in a different way, so that it feels different. Yeah? All right, so if you have questions, please, yeah, sorry, what is interesting, I'm also preparing to introduce the Senate, which was a stretch goal in the Kickstarter campaign. And for example, here, this is the lower house, yeah, currently, and I would like to, I'm preparing for that. So, for example, to create a new law that regulates the lower house, there will be a new article which is competencies, and here it will be possible to choose which competencies this parliament has, this lower house has. So it will be up to the player, you know. For example, let's say this lower house will have this and this competence, and or both houses have the same competence. So the law will need to pass in both houses, for example. So then this depends by country, it's different. Usually, like in the United States, from what I know, is that some laws that are like constitutional laws, and this needs to be approved by both chambers, and it will be cool, because it will be cool to assign the competence to each chamber. I think it's a nice feature to have. I'm preparing for that. So after Alpha 7, there will, yeah, in some time there will be Senate. I mean the higher chamber as well, like it was promised in the Kickstarter campaign. Exactly. So yeah, there are so many functions here. I mean, when the game will be finished, these functions will be like until here at least. You know, it will be full of stuff to do, and then there will also be a proper rebalance. And I also would like, you know, the United States, for example,
to be very balanced. Like, for example, it will be not easy to conquest new constituencies that are historically not, how to say, red constituencies or blue constituencies. That's exactly. So I would like to make especially artificial intelligence for two-party systems that are then under, yeah, how to say, working in a different way. Also the whole concept. Yeah, so you know, guys, there is still a lot to do, but I think we are not very. I think the route is not that bad. I mean, we are on a nice road. All right. All right. How does the time-like function work? Is a question from Fish and Chips Gaming. The timeline function, I don't know what you mean exactly. Maybe you mean this one here. This is the timeline. Yes, currently it's randomly assigned. I don't know if this is what you mean, or maybe not. I don't know. It's randomly assigned, and there will be more updates on this. Yeah, I mean, randomly assigned. It's very bad randomly if it's all red. All right. Yeah. Thank you, guys. No, really, I'm very sorry. You know, I would like that the game would be finished right now. You know, but the problem is that such a game needs a lot of thinking and a lot of understanding how it's the best way to implement the game, how it's the best way to implement how to assign candidates to constituencies, how is the best way to make to negotiate for coalitions, you know. So it's not that easy, you know. It's not that I can just copy another game and okay, I just copy like this other one did. So I have to understand which is the best, and I still would like to have it deep. I mean, I don't want to have just, how to say, let's do coalition, yes, no, and then the AI is responding, okay, yes or no. I would like to set some conditions, yeah, coalition, I give you this, you have to give me that, so do you agree? And then I would like the AI to have a counter proposal, like, you know, so, okay, we don't agree to this, but we would like a bit more to have a bit more, I don't know, seats or a bit more power to enter this coalition, like, or yeah, and I think it will be cool. When the game will start to become very nice, I think, is when the events will enter game. I'm planning a lot of events. I already planned some, but I'm still not introducing in the game. And then it will be really cool because I would like to have like some mixed reality events, like some events that happened in reality, but maybe they happen in game at a bit of different time. Maybe this can be settable at the start of the game. So there will be like, for example, some economic crisis, or I mean, you guys know the pandemic crisis, or this and that. And then this will change some values in the game. And then it will be up to the player if they want to try to reach some personal goals, or they want to try to fix these problems, or and I think this will be really, really cool once it's properly balanced, you know. And yes, as you know, maybe there will be, I would like to expand on 3 ways to win the game. And one is, to do something well for the nation, like to try to improve the nations, then the player will get points. Then there will be another way, like to just make the interest of the party, like to try to get most seats as possible, to get more influences internationally, and so on. And there will be another, which will be the personal victory. And I think this is also very cool. So it will be interesting to see, like, for example, sometimes people can play, choose to try to win the game, making just self-interest, and try to, I don't know, steal some money or that stuff. And I don't know, I think it's something innovative, and I would like to expand a lot on this in future. And
I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm quite, yeah, I'm not very fast developer. We have to agree about that. But I think that that things are going forward, really, um, and the biggest stuff is already done. Like all the, yeah, all to do all this map was crazy effort to do to understand how the game works, and now we understand more or less how the interface will be and how everything, I mean, more or less will work. You know, so it will not radically change. Like this menu will not radically change in something totally different. So. Yeah, so there will be a lot of improvements still to this game. I mean, we are still at the beginning a bit. It's honestly like this, but this is my life, so I will continue for this for many years, probably. All right. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, someone is suggesting, Bernard Jackson is suggesting an alternative winning conditions, conquer the world. Yes, you know, I would like to have, there will be troops movement on the map, there will be wars on the map, and there will be a lot of serious consequences about this. But I also would like that it will be a bit fun, like, you know, let's try to sparkle, like, or try to make some countries, you know, quarrel between each other, and then to see what happens, like, you know, and there will be consequences. I mean, you see now, for example, we also experience now these, unfortunately, the war that is happening in Ukraine, and you also see that, for example, like some prices are going up and this, and this. I also would like to recreate these conditions like in the game. So, yes, you can put it on the. This is my life, and I will be for the next years. Yeah, it is true. It is true, Dorf Pascal. It is true. I'm very dedicated to this, and I'm also thinking. I cannot promise yet, but I'm thinking on a nice on a nice soundtrack that I would like to ask to a person that I know. That is, he's very good. He's very good. He's writing music, and he's making some like epic intros for movies. Like, and I know that, I mean, it's not like an international star or something, but he's quite good, and I will see if he can do something for this game. So I'm still thinking about a soundtrack. So I cannot promise 100%, but I'm working on it. So. All right, so I'm just browsing the chat to see if you have some questions. Yeah, someone is take your time. Christian is telling, yeah, take my time. But yeah, I understand the pressure, and there is a lot to do. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel the game is not that far from being very playable, like for being playable. Like we are. I understand it's missing the how to say the game feeling, like, you know, the challenge, like, so it's missing the because it's still not balanced, and because there are many values. There are the values that the budget that is belonging to the nation, then the budget that belongs to the party, then there is the black money, the unofficial money. And yeah, here what is missing is a way to do, to make debts and so it would be then different, of course, if there is a possibility to make debts and so on. Then and like I told you, some rules in the party rules. So, for example, how many times the money will be collected from the membership, like, you know, for example, the membership cost is $30 or 30 euros a year, and then which day it will be collected, like, so it will be exactly on this maybe 15 week, like, you know. So I would like to
have a nice, and these rules can also be changed during game. So the party rules itself can also be changed during game. And yeah, so I have like big plans, like, you know, to expand the game. So it has no really point if I now rebalance. Then if I change the game very drastically, then I have to rebalance again. So, so it's a bit. No, please, if you have questions, please ask. Even if you want to criticize or something, I'm very open to answer your questions and or to explain something that, like, for example, why you don't do that. We would like you to do that. Why is it difficult? Why is it or I don't know, why you don't put priority in that, or I don't know. So I'm checking questions again. Julian Niajoe is asking how is in the game the German president elected. In the game, it will be elected by the parliament, like it's in reality. In reality, actually, there is the parliament which have to unite with some delegates from each state of Germany. So I would like to recreate exactly this. So it will be the same. So yes. So what I still have to work on a bit is regional or state elections, let's say, because then this will afflict also how the president then is elected, because they also have delegates that can then, or big electors, let's say, that they can then, with the parliament, elect the president, like so. Esther Rayo is asking if we will have cheats for infinity money or something like that. I don't know about this, because I would really like to have the game very cheat-free, I have to say, because it will also have like a multiplayer function that I'm still working on, and but I changed priorities because I think you guys also would like, maybe are less interested in that functions currently, and would like more content or something to do in the game. So I changed a bit my priorities, but especially because of the internet part, I really would like not to have. I'm also working on an anti-cheat system. So especially for multiplayer, like, you know, so it will be not easy to cheat. Just yeah, someone needs to host the game, and of course they have some ways maybe to cheat, but it will be not that easy, let's say. All right. Wow, this is a nice question I would like to answer. Is Kawai Kuiketsuki, I'm really bad at reading names, is asking, will it be possible in Alpha 7 to change electoral system in the United States and Germany, or it will be implemented later on? Yes, I think it will be possible to change in Alpha 7, so you could potentially use the German system in the United States to see if there will be a different outcome, like, you know. So yes, it's all implemented here. It's all implemented in the laws, and if there are some bugs, I will try to fix them as soon as possible. I just wanted to go a bit forward. Yes, it will be possible to change total election system. Currently, there is just this majoritarian, but I mean, I just have to activate it, so we can do it right now. Let's say, so I have to go to yeah, so this part, and this is majority. No, this majoritarian constituencies election system. So it's exactly here. Yeah, it's yeah. Currently, I know the German system is mixed system. It's not just proportional system, but at first, just the proportional part will be available, because it's a bit complicated to have all in one time. So I just have to change here. Is this can be proposed or removed by players and artificial intelligence, and I put yes. So, and I have to save now, and
update. So now in the game there will be this article to choose, this comma. Yeah, I named it comma, like to choose this option, like to proportional. On nation-based, and then it's proportional, region-based. So yeah, so actually in Germany it's a proportional region statal based, like, you know, constituency based, like each state has like a party list, and then on this party list there will be the proportional representation. All right, yeah, and yeah, so yeah, I mean this function is already implemented. I mean, if you want to see, guys, this is as a calendar election. Yeah, this is one of the biggest scripts that I've wrote for the game, and here are already, like, this is the proportional nation function, exactly, and proportional region, exactly, and this is the currently one for the United States. It's not that big. It's not that big. And it's regulating the election and yeah, choosing which candidates are then elected. So if these guys are winners, then elected are these candidates, and non-elected are here, and yeah. So exactly. Yeah. So let's check more questions. Interesting comment from Canadian political nerd. He's writing that he likes the way the game is shaping up, and I can see how the game changed and progressed from here. Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, I like a lot of political stuff, I have to say. I think like you guys. So we are not that different from that point of view, and I really would like to create an exhaustive, and the goal is, like at first, to create a political sandbox game, you know, so that the players can try different systems. Like, for example, you can say, yeah, let's try to have a proportional system in the United States and see the outcomes, like, you know, just for fun, just to try, you know, to get more seats, or to try to change the constitution, and, you know, like to have this challenge, like, oh, okay, I'm not that successful in this system, let's try with a different system, you know. And yeah, so there will be a lot of stuff related to artificial intelligence, how each country responds, how each party responds. So we are still at the beginning on that point of view. So but I'm really interested what else, because yeah, there will be motions of confidence, impeachment, and all that stuff, and there needs to be a proper artificial intelligence that is regulating these actions. Like, you know, they cannot be proposed too often, they can be proposed when there is a major scandal. So scandals are not yet in the game. So I still first have to do the scandals and then the impeachment, so it has no sense. You know? So yes, as I told, the game will become very interesting to play when there will be the events, and scandals are also like an event. So and there will be different degrees, and then it depends from the stats of the person, like, you know, that is involved in the scandal. For example, if they are too much cunning, that the scandal will be bigger, you know. So, and there will also some ways, you know, to train, let's say, to train to change some skills, like, or some traits, to get new traits for this person in the game, for this candidate, for this lawmaker, for this politician. And yeah, these I kind of dislike when it's doing like that. So this I want to fix right now. Let's check this. Oh my god. All right, let's fix it fast. Okay, it's this scroll main. So how to fix this is title party. It's this one. And I think I should just make overflow like this. Like this, it's better, yeah. exactly. So UI person. All right, and so I'm here going to title party and do this horizontal no, wrap, it's not overflow. All right, so I fixed this. Let's check more question. Yeah, another question is if there will be the possibility to create brand new parties, to have like in the United States 4 parties or more than 4, like maybe 5 or something. Yes, in the Alpha 7 there will be the option to create new parties. So yeah, I'm currently exactly working on that. Exactly now I was working on this before the live stream started. I was working, yeah, also in the United States, let's say to change these values, and here there will be like a button to create new party, and then this menu will come up, and then you can change the features of this party, so there will be the possibility to add, but the of course it's not yet very well balanced, like the ideologies are not very well balanced because I'm still adding functions to the game, and you know, it's that I don't want to rebalance now very well, because after I need to break this balance again, because I will add much more stuff, and then this balance needs to be breaked again, and so I'm still waiting a bit to do the best balance, like to play the game, because yeah, it's still very easy to get majority. It's still very easy to change the constitution and that stuff. So. I would like this to change, to be more a challenge, you know. All right. Very interesting questions. Christian Abramo is asking, for example, in Italy, governments do not last long. Will this also be part of the game? Very, very interesting. You know, I think that there are some factors which make countries like the governments in some countries not last very long, and these factors can be a very for example, is a very big divide inside the country, like, you know, a very big difference between in the country. Then maybe this combined with a high debt, you know, this combined with how to say, maybe a system that doesn't guarantee you the rule for like 5 years or 4 years, and so these things combined then can turn out to instability. Like, so there can be like a value that measures instability in country, and if this instability is of a certain amount, then it will be more easy that the majority fails, because there are different people think different inside the coalition and this and that, and so a new coalition or a new majority has to be formed. So yes, I would like to have this feeling to play, and how to say, to have the feeling to I have to keep the coalition together, or for interest of the country, for the interesting of my party, for interesting of myself, because I have to try out to say, maybe for myself, maybe to get more status, or to try to get more power, and yes, so I think when the game will be like give it some more months of development, and I think what can come out is really, really interesting, and it can really passionate for some years, I would even say, because when there will be events, then also new events can be added by people, by modders. They can put any events they want in the game at each historical point, and it will be really, really cool, I think. And they can also be mixed up a bit, so the player doesn't know when they will happen, or maybe they can be like a bit randomized, So I'm still thinking about that but I think these events will then change, because then it will make it interesting, you know, because
there will be always different situations. There will be situations where there is an economic crisis, but the player is currently playing in opposition, so it will be easy, to ride this economic crisis, to give all the faults to the government and so on, and then it will be like, yes, this is my opportunity to go to power in the next election, And there can be the opposite. In the next game it will be different because the player will be in the government, and then now this shit happened, and I was so close, to change the constitution, to have to shape the system like I wanted to have it, or to approve this and that law, and now this event happened, and now I have to try to survive until to try to maybe to check that, to try to survive with the minimum loss of voters till the next election and this and that, So when the events will come in the game, I think this will be the game changer, when the game will be cool to play, when the game will be very interesting, this new situation. I never was in this situation. This is what I would like to have in this political simulation game, to have always new situations, because the game is like a sandbox game, and there will be different situations. So with different rules, how the country works, how the party works, the rules of the party itself, like I explained before, will be very important in game as well. So very, very interesting. Oscar Avalos has released the game. Yeah, I can't currently. It's in closed alpha, and it's accessible to all bakers and to late pledge supporters. But the game is not released yet. The game, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Things always change. There is never something very, very sure about. What I care about is not to sell and to cheat you guys or something. What I care is to take the time to make a good game, So this takes time, unfortunately, but it's not that I want to fast finish, take the money and or something like that. So I'm very honest with you. So I would like, to have a good game. So if I need more months, to complete this and that, or to resync some part, I will do that. Of course, there needs to be like a deadline or something. But I think, the law system is working. Law of improvement, and so we already reached a good state. If you think all the work that it's behind, we are in a good shape. Yeah, then things needs to be improved, of course, new functions to be added and that, but it's more and more clear how the game finally looks. Yeah. All right. If you have more questions, I will be very happy to answer. HTML web programmer is asking, when can you make modes? It has not so much sense. The event system is not working yet, for example, but some modes could be created already now, because there is one scenario file which is accessible to each. Let's check if I can find it. Sorry. To show you guys, maybe here, release. Is it here? No, it's not here. It's here. In the safe games, there are scenarios, and this is an example of a scenario. But I don't know if currently maybe there is a problem to import it, and this is just a simple text file. But you can, for example, find, I don't know, the party. Let's check Republic, I think, yeah. So you find the party, and this is the part that regulates the party. So you see the colors, the ideologies, so you can change here also the ideologies, the factions inside. And yes, it needs to have a guide, so you know which values to change, but it will be possible already now.
Yes, let's say, yeah, there like, is there a predecessor party? And this is the party ID. Yeah. But for example, also the nation, let's check for example, Germany. Germany will be nation 5. How can I now find it fast? Years, agreement, amendments. Anyway, here also, for example, there are amendments and laws, and things can be changed. Like, for example, you see this this is changing the parameter 27, and it's like, yeah, the change is -2, and this can be just put -3 or something. So mods to the content can be made already now, just there needs to be a guide, let's say, to change. So I mean, because yeah, of course people don't know where to change this and that. So but yeah, currently for me there is not a big priority because the game is still unfinished, and this is something that that I will explain later, like more. So because things also change a bit, how the database is set is also changing, and yeah, so let's check if you have some more questions. When Alpha 7 will come out, and as soon as it's ready, I will open the beta branch, sorry, on Steam. I think, yeah, as soon as I fix some stuff, because I would like to fix still some stuff, because I mean, you see guys that the agreement option is still not, I mean, it's not implemented, because I'm still figuring out here how to do it exactly like the coalition option. So, but the election system is working. I mean, in Germany, the election system is working. The president election in Germany, I still have to work on that. And what I'm also doing with Alpha 7 is a general improvement of all functions. So a general raise the quality, let's say, of all functions. So yeah, and yeah, for example, I'm working on like a tutorial stuff. So there will be like, yeah, like some highlights that, yeah, people can understand this is important to do. And I mean, sorry, this is yeah, to explain something in this area, and then in another area, and then above, yeah, like above on the left side. And yeah, like I'm still working on I would like to have like a basic tutorial and then an advanced tutorial, you know, like just a basic, you know, for people who are on first experience with Lawgivers, maybe, because most of people, I think, that played the first game, they can understand somehow how the second game is working, because they know a bit some icons, they can understand something, but it may be, yeah, basic tutorial for new people. And an advanced tutorial, and also I would like here, for example, to have some tips, like that then, like some, this is like another sub-menu here, and have some tips that come, or hints that come during game, you know, and then can link some tips, like, for example, I don't know, that it's important to because the game is not very clever yet, but it has some functions like, I don't know, it's more important to advertise before election than after election. I mean, there is more attention before election than after, for example. This is already implemented. And I think also here there is like, this is the attention level, like now there is, it's yeah, 50% attention. Then when there is like an event, like, or how to say, let's say a disaster or something, then the attention on politics raises, like, you know, and then, how to say, people demand some actions, like people are more aware what parties are doing for some months, like, and then this attention level decreases again in peaceful times, let's say, when there are no major problems. Kaleidoscope is writing that he's happy that the game is still developing. Of course. I mean, I'm not disappearing or something, and yeah, and I really care about my reputation in general. So please ask some stuff. If you don't know, just ask me. I really try to answer you guys. Yeah, I had not always nice moments, I have to say, in the past months, because yeah, it's a long story, but yeah, I'm still continuing, of course, to work, and I don't know, and many people ask me always, wouldn't it not be faster if there will be more people helping you and so? And I don't think necessarily, because I have some people who help me, when I need. So it's not that I'm totally alone. Just it's not so easy, because I think that the game needs to show itself. During development, it needs to. Me as a developer, I understand what is the best for the game. Like if I would game design this game just on paper, it will be impossible, because there are so much things that change during development. It's really crazy. And so this game needs to mature, to mature. And yes, okay, it's very logic and very clever that the game works like this, but this just, it's just showing itself during development, and by checking here, and yeah, this is the best way to assign candidates to these constituencies. This is the best way to display the map. Because at first I was thinking, that to have like some button with some filters just here in the corner, and then this all changed, and now I'm more in, on every action you will have, on every menu you will have a way to display the map in a different with different data, not to have just one place, but to have this. For example, on elections, there will be different ways to display elections. There will be much more ways to explain to display elections. So in future, we are just on the beginning on this side. Progress that has been made, and I don't know if you guys noted that, but now, for example, the language file is completely done, almost completely, 99%. And so it means that the game could be in any moment be translated in another language. I mean, it can be translated in another language, even in Asian languages. So it supports even a different characters, and yeah. So this is something, yeah, that maybe it's not important so much, because the players would like more content, more action to do in game, and. But yeah, so there has been many progress, and also the database has been if you check, for example, you can check past live streams, and you will see that things are different here now in the database, because it's important to have a database. Then it will be easier to rebalance values, and I can display values here. For example, I can check the laws, and then I can display. I can understand exactly and rebalance. This law is, or this article is bringing, this change article to this text is bringing much more money, or it's not balanced well, So here I can then in this site display all the changes, and then I can easily see, okay, and regulate and rebalance. So all the database has been improved. Like I told before. There will be also some new laws that are more common in Germany than in the United States. For example, the law that is related to party funding. In Germany, for example, the parties are public. They get public funding. I think it depends how much voters they got at the election, but they get a public budget from, and this is. Not existing in the United States, for example. And, so there will be. Thank you for the good luck wishes. Thank you very much. I will need that. I'm checking some more questions if you want, guys. Or I would like to do the next live stream not so far away, like maybe in 10 days or something. So I didn't advertise this live stream very much because I wanted to see if, yeah, I don't know how much interest there is behind, how much of you guys would like to know more about. Yeah, one person is asking if there will be Israel. We have a very interesting political crisis, five elections in 3 years. Interesting, yeah. I don't know yet. I mean, currently there is the United States and Germany, and then the community will choose the next country to add, and I would like to have maybe to have 2 runs, you know, so we can have one run which are more open to more different countries that are maybe interesting, you know, that are different, you know, that are nice to have in the game. So, and then there will be like a runoff between 2 countries. So I have to design all the districts in each country, so it takes some time, but yeah, everything. So I'm browsing to check if you guys have more questions, so really don't be afraid just to write something or a comment, or I will open the Alpha 7 beta branch in some days probably. I have still to fix some stuff, or it has anyway no sense. And then it will be first available on Steam, and there will be many beta updates. So yes, I'm working on an interesting system also, you know, to that I can understand very fast the bugs in game, and things can be fixed very easy. But I have to wait for a third party for this stuff to do. So it doesn't depend on me. I'm waiting for someone else. Yeah, question is one last question is, can we change the number of seats? And yes, also in proportional elections it will be possible to change the number of seats, and there will be a questions of whether this parliament is representing enough the country, because I don't know, it depends how much seats you have for citizen living. Like, you know, you can have, I don't know, 1 seat for 1 million citizens. Like, so you have a country of 60 millions. If you have 1 seat for 1 million, so you have to have 60 seats. And this can different. This can be, how to say, a low representativity or a high representativity, and this can have some consequences. Like, of course, it costs more, because also the parliament has a cost in the game, and if there are a lot of seats, then you have a high representativity, or yeah, like it's representing a lot of the country, let's say, with a lot of people, but the costs will be also higher. Sinman is asking if there is a date for the final release. No, there is no date for final release, and I can't promise because I could not keep it, like, because as I told you, I would like to create. I put a lot of passion to create this game, and I would like to really think well each function, like, and it has to be balanced. It's not to be too too strange in the game, like, you know, yeah, everything needs to fit well, and this needs time, and it's, for me, it's really difficult to say, because I don't have multiple experience of creating such games, so every game is pretty a new adventure, and yeah, I don't have the pressure of a publisher, and thanks to the Kickstarter campaign I can take the time to make something memorable and great. So in the last updates you guys saw that I changed totally the happiness system, and this will continue to change, and here will be the event system, and I'm already planning that. I mean, I'm already working on this. There will be how to say 6 kinds of event groups. Like, for example, here are they, like wildfires, natural disasters, diseases, infrastructures, economy, discoveries, technology. And there are some events, and here you see that there are like 3 events already implemented related to economy. And there will be some laws, for example, like this bill will increase the how to say that the houses are built in a better way, for example. So this will lower the chance of a infrastructure disaster, or for example, so the chance of an infrastructure disaster will be lower. And this here, there will come the menu, you know, to check how are all the chances of things that can happen, like how much chance there is of a natural disaster, of a new discovery, of a technology advancement, or of an economic boom, or an economic crisis, and so on. And events, yeah, and these events will be different, and according to to the laws that are inside the country, like so maybe if this bill is implemented in a certain way, then the effect will not have the effect, like this event will not have the effect because the country is stable, so there will be no economic crisis, you know, for example. Yeah, Mr. Piotras is why Lithuania only one state. Yeah, I'm going up to see if there are some more questions, or I think for today we can close. And as I told, I would like to continue these live streams. Next time I will advertise a bit more, so we will have more people on the live stream. And thank you very much for joining me. I'm checking for some more questions, because you've wrote a lot of stuff, and I want to check if I need to add for something more. Pablo Perianet is asking if there will be the United Kingdom released this year. I don't know if this year, or because I'm not just adding new countries, I'm also adding new stuff to do and new changes. You know, it's not that I'm just focusing on adding new countries. So I don't know. Probably, I think yes, because there is still 3 months. 3 months left until the end of the year, and I think yes. I mean, Germany is almost here, and United Kingdom is also done. I mean, the map is already wrote. So, but I would like to ask the community which is the next country to add, so there can be still some surprises. Trill Prime is asking if there will be the realism mode, if the realism mode will come back in the United States. The realism mode, I understand what you mean. Like, you know, there will be a lot of options. You know, as the game progresses, there will be a lot of options to set up your game. Like, I also would like to have an option to start with, I don't know, with big parliaments or small parliaments, and like, you know, because smaller parliaments is easier to play. It's less stressful, it's maybe less micromanagement in some cases. So there can be, like, how to say, a pro game that is like to have a lot of micromanaging stuff, and there can be like a soft game, an easy game that where the player has to fix less, and it's easier to like easy to play and not so stressful. Especially for multiplayer, maybe it will be nice not to have very big parliaments and, I don't know, very big systems and so. All right, guys, I see the spectators are dropping, so I think I don't know, I made a a simple comeback this time. I mean, it succeeded, and maybe in 10 days we do another live stream, so you can see the changes from current. And yes, as I told, I will soon open Alpha 7 on Steam. Just needs to fix some more stuff, which is party creation and coalitions building and that stuff. And yeah, and I'm ready to open for you guys. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, these are all the states of Germany, all the candidates required for each state. Exactly. Yeah, and as I told before, I'm also trying to improve this process, like that it's easier to candidate, like to have less clicks to do the action, to put a candidate in this constituency. So yeah, so all right. Thank you for joining me. Just tell us release date. I can't tell us release dates because yeah, like I think the public alpha can happening in the next year. So because I was thinking towards the end of this year at first, but then stuff happened and no, it will probably be towards the second quarter of next year. There will be the public alpha, so the game won't be finished, but it will be how to say, ready for public, let's say. So yeah, it will be much better than now. Gust Ment is asking if it's possible to order the game through late pledge and get it. Yes, it is possible to get the game still in the late pledge on the Kickstarter campaign here. And you, let's check. Kickstarter. All right, and here is the late pledge. And yes, this is the options to buy with PayPal, the support the development. And just to be aware, if you guys have Android and iOS, I have always to manually activate the game on the email address that you use to purchase the game. So this is important. And I need to, every 2 days, I'm manually activating the people who order this, this key, like, you know, because they have their system like this. Unfortunately, in Android, I have to activate exactly on the email, on the Gmail used in the Play Store. And on iOS, it's a bit easier because I need just the email, and on this email, then all stuff will be sent, like. Exactly. On the Steam, it's immediate. On Steam, it's going, you fast get the key to insert and activate the game on the platform. So, yeah. All right. If there are more questions or, yeah, I don't know how long this the option to buy the late pledge will last. I was thinking already sometimes to close it, to be honest, and but I still have it up, but I don't know yet because there are different reasons why it's like this currently, and so I don't know yet. What is sure is that with pre-order you guys all get the Kickstarter edition, and this Kickstarter edition will have maybe more features than planned before, and it will be just for the pre-order people who they will have some more stuff to do, some more laws and more things to change in game and to personalize their games. It will be an advantage to buy early the game. It will be, you will see that if you like this kind of games, it will be more convenient to support earlier than after, because things will change after. And there will be less. This is like a bonus for pre-ordering because the game isn't finished, but you also get some new stuff that other people will not get after the late pledge is closing. After the later pledge close, it's finished with the Kickstarter edition. All editions around will become automatically Kickstarter edition, and then when the release will be on Steam, there will be a different edition. It's the same game, but there will be, it's like you will have a DLC more than the others, like you will have some content more than the newcomers. So yes, so thank you very much for the patience and for joining me on this live stream. I really hope to have answered some of your questions. Yes, there is still a lot to do, but I'm very eager to continue, and I'm very excited to see how you will like the new updates, Alpha 7, which will really change a lot of stuff, not just Germany, not just bringing Germany in the game. And you will see there will be many changes, and also something regarding balance. I would like to improve also the AI. You know, the AI will be able to plan also like polls, to organize polls, to commission polls, and also to build stuff when they are on government. They will also build some buildings in some territory. There will be more laws. I planned some laws, yeah, some new laws as well. So, because it's also something that you guys asked in on Discord, and so yeah, thank you guys very much for joining me. In case you find me on Discord, yes, I was a bit quiet sometimes, but I'm always checking what you guys write in the suggestions and the ideas. It's so interesting. You have so much ideas. It's and I agree that this game has a lot of potential, and I would like really to use the most as possible. But at some point we have to finish the game. So and maybe I don't know if you already know, there will be some expansions then after, like, you know. So then when this game will be complete with let's say the stretch goals in the Kickstarter campaign, then I would like to try to make one expansion of this game, probably one at least, and then we will see if it was worth it or not. You know, it's also if the game is worth it, if you game like it or not. You know, if the game is a total failure, then it has no sense. You know. But I don't want it to be a totally failure, you know. I want to improve it step by step. That's why I'm thinking hard what is the best way to implement a form collision system that is engaging, and more stuff also related to the United States or first past to post countries. Yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me. All right, so I think I'm closing now, because yeah, I'm like streaming for 1 hour and 20 minutes, and yeah, and I really hope you are excited for Alpha 7, and as soon as it's ready, I will publish it for all platforms, and so. Yes, I also hope that Lawgivers will become one of the most popular political simulation games, so the potential is here. I just need to finalize it, and yeah, what is important is the artificial intelligence, the AI is very, very important. And but yeah, and update after update, we can make it, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, so I'm very, very excited for the next updates and releases. All right, guys, thank you very much. See you maybe next time. We will do a live stream maybe in 10 days, like that, with new stuff and content I can show you, or if you have more questions and stuff. So thank you very much. You can find us on Discord, or yeah, okay. Yeah, have a nice day, have a nice time wherever you are, and yeah, see you next time, hopefully, and all the best and good luck.